EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Caps of San Antonio. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
On the quick, right? 18.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
It's a loss of 2.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Stroud out of the gun here. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Here's a 2nd and 8.
All right. 118. Play.
Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud will run the option left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9.
All right.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Room to run at the 50. And he goes out of bounds finally, but they're already on the edge of the red zone as he returns this to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Ready, break. Ready. Viking 18. Watch the motion. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
70. 70.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet.
Free kick out of bounds.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start with the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
Their 49-yard line.
19, ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's good for a San Antonio first down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
44-yard line. 60.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19, Cowboy 80.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to the 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Seahawks 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll set up the screen for Spears. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
23 yards. And the Seahawks.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Stroud. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Stroud working out of the gun. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And it's the quarterback for the home side. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Golden Eagles are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the LA Rams. And here's the Packers running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Packers wind up taking this one by a touchdown. One more to bring you. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Cowboys find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 31-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Viking, 18. Steady.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Come on.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Caps take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback. It's complete, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store. Their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
39-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
Ready up.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going forward with the option right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cavs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On the option, here's Spears. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Stroud out of the gun here. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cavs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Caps offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Check out.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, nice move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go. 118.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two.
The offense will line up.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Antonio, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.